Hey, it's 2022 and I hope you had a great year last year. I'm super excited to talk to many of you this coming year, find out what's going on in your world and what you're grateful for. Many of you probably have saw the Christmas letter that I sent out that just talked about having gratitude, and I hope you have it too. You know, every year I try to name my year. As most of you guys know, I've been involved in the strategic coach community for quite some time, and they encourage that. And so last year my word was expand, but this year it's gain, and I think it comes mostly from a book that I read called The Gap in the Gain. And it talks about your ideal world and looking backwards and being in the gain versus the gap. More on that later. I can talk to you individually about it, but I hope that you pick a word that is meaningful for you this year. It's kind of fun to play around with. Tell your family and friends about it, and just try it. If you've never done it, find a word that matches your intentions for 2022, name it, and then see if it lives out. So let's get in a little bit about what happened last year. You know, markets had a great year. The S&P was up over 28%, Dow up 20, NASDAQ up 22. On the downside of things, emerging markets were down a couple percent. You had U.S. fixed income down 1.5%. It was a really interesting year as we see this inflation kind of play out. You know, a lot of the people that we follow, the experts that we follow, talked about last year about it being transitory. They were using the word that the Fed was using on that transitory meaning temporary. Yeah, I believe it's temporary, but I did think it was going to last longer, and it seems like that's playing out. I'm not saying I'm smarter than those people. What I am saying is the business owners that I've been talking to, the supply chain issues and things like that, have definitely crept into this inflation conversation. That being said, we believe 2022 is going to be a good year. I don't think it's going to be a 20% year like we saw last year, but we still think that we build upon what we saw last year. Interest rates will continue to stay low. However, we will have some Fed increases. We're seeing about 70% chance in March, and they're actually talking about 3 increases next year. So we'll keep an eye on that. Also, valuations of stocks overseas actually look pretty good. And so we're starting to take a look at some areas there. And then lastly, when you look at value stocks and growth stocks being stocks like Microsoft and IBM and those type of things that are on the growth side of the equation, there's value stocks out there that I call big, old, and good. Stocks that have been around a long time that pay dividends. We believe that that tilt back to value is going to win this year. So we'll see. You never get one or the other, but I do believe in overweighting value, and some of the money managers that we're using are starting to do that and already started to do that last year, maybe even a little prematurely. So all in all, I wanted to wish you guys a happy 2022, and I hope that you find a word that matches what you're looking forward to this year, and have a great day.